One of the biggest mysteries that has yet to be answered by anybody is the meaning of life. And I've thought a lot about this. Got an answer here and there, but very quickly discovered I'm kind of retarded. Sometimes I felt like a prophet getting a revelation, but other times it felt like all my hopes and dreams were shattered. You know, the human condition is to try and try and try and again, despite any failures. So let me ask you this for real this time. What is the meaning of life? Now, the reason why we're here asking this question in the first place is because of this guy right here. The entirety of his exam break, pretty much, he was sitting here eating, gaming, and just being a fat freaking chore.
Literally,
and I'm speaking in third person because that's how it felt like.
God, hit your shot.
Because I didn't realize until the end of my exam break that I was actually this guy. And that was the wake-up call that I really needed. Is the extent of my existence to be a slob and only a fraction of the man I know I could be? Is it to waste the opportunities that I know God has given to me? No! Absolutely not. Now, if you fast forward a couple days, it brings us to here. So, I started asking myself, why? So, wanting to figure out a couple of things, I went to the one thing that I've always went to. The good old journal. So, I took my sweet freaking time. I think I might have sat here for hours on hours and hours and hours, just pondering at my existence and why I was here. So here's my personal findings for what I live for. My first reason for existence is one, God. God to me will always come first and foremost because I'm given this life and it's a gift that God could always take away. My second reason for living is the calling that God gave me. My purpose, which is to ultimately spread the gospel, and I do this through the platform that I've created by content. Now, we all live for very different reasons. And if I were to say I live for God, that obviously would not apply to an atheist. But universally, we all have reasons in our mind for why we live, that we cling on to. And to live out those reasons, it's a necessity to create. I live to create a platform for me to further the kingdom of God and share the gospel. Others get a career so they can support their family. Some other people just really like what they create, so they create more of it. You know, the more I think about the argument that I kind of pushed in this video, I start to realize that it's got a lot of flaws. If I presented it to any renowned philosopher and they wanted to disagree with me, they could probably tear it down within seconds. But I'm fine with that. I really am. Because I think this is one of the few concepts and ways I can attribute meaning to my life that truly represents the way I live and want to continue living this life. But life's not so extreme where every little thing you do has to have either meaning or meaningless attached to it. I do a lot of things for the sake of it being meaningless because I kind of want to and I'm stupid. But you know, life's beautiful because there's gray areas. There's so many ways to go about it, and there's a lot of freedom for you to take and direct that life of yours. However, if you do want to do something meaningful, it's got to be creation. Just like this really demented cross that I just made, I really love God.